Most people think they know everything about the king of pop. They know the songs, the dance moves, the glove, and the moonwalk. But very few people truly know the real story of his son. Today, you are going to hear a story that is quiet, emotional, and powerful. A story that almost no one talks about. Make sure you watch this video till the very end, because what you will learn may change how you see his life forever. Michael Jackson's son grew up in a world that most people can only imagine. His father was loved by millions, followed everywhere, and talked about every single day. But behind the fame, his son lived a very different life. A life that was private, protected, and far away from cameras. While the world was busy watching the superstar, the father was trying to be just a dad at home. From a very young age, Michael Jackson wanted his son to have a normal childhood. He wanted him to feel safe, happy, and free. That is why he kept him away from the public eye as much as possible. He wanted his son to enjoy simple things like playing, laughing, and learning without pressure. Fame was never pushed on him. In fact, it was something his father tried to shield him from. Growing up as Michael Jackson's son was not easy. People were always curious. They wanted to know how he looked, how he talked, and how he lived. But he was taught to stay humble and respectful. His father always reminded him that being kind and honest mattered more than fame or money. These lessons stayed with him and shaped who he became as a person. After the world lost Michael Jackson, everything changed for his son. Suddenly, the protection was gone, and the spotlight became brighter than ever. The world expected him to follow his father's path, to sing, dance, or perform. But he chose a different road. He did not rush into fame. Instead, he focused on education, growth, and understanding himself. What makes Michael Jackson's son special is not that he is famous. It is how he handles the weight of his father's legacy. He speaks with respect, calmness, and maturity. He talks about his father not as a legend, but as a loving parent. He shares stories of kindness, care, and deep love that most people never got to see. He also made it clear that he wants to honor his father in his own way. Not by copying him, but by spreading positive messages. He believes in helping others, standing up for good causes, and making the world a better place. These values came directly from his father's teachings. Many people are surprised by how grounded he is. With so much fame around him, he chose to stay real. He avoids unnecessary drama and stays focused on meaningful work. He understands the responsibility that comes with his last name, and he takes it seriously. Michael Jackson's son also reminds people that his father was human. He had dreams, fears, and deep emotions. Through his words, we see a softer side of the king of pop. A side that loved bedtime stories, laughter, and family moments. This is the part of Michael Jackson that the world rarely talks about. Over time, his son has grown into a confident and thoughtful individual. He speaks openly when needed but keeps his personal life private. He believes that some things are meant to be protected, just like his father once did for him. This balance between public and private life shows wisdom beyond his years. The most powerful thing about Michael Jackson's son is his strength. Growing up under such a massive shadow is not easy. But instead of being lost in it, he learned from it. He chose to walk forward with pride, respect, and purpose. As you watch this story, remember that fame does not define a person. Character does. And Michael Jackson's son proves that legacy is not just about music or fame, but about values passed from one generation to another. If this story touched you or taught you something new, make sure you show your support. Like the video, share it with someone who loves meaningful stories, and subscribe so you never miss content like this. Your support helps keep these stories alive.